Merry Christmas from the US 380 Expansion Updates channel, your ultimate source for staying informed about the progress of this expansive 10-mile construction project. We're dedicated to bringing you the latest news, detailed updates, and valuable insights every week. This week, we'll reveal the last signaled intersection that the channel has yet to showcase. We'll also take a closer look at the recent changes to Windsong and Naylor, which have gone through a couple of adjustments recently. Lastly, 1385 will be closing in January. As always, buckle up, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We're here every week, ensuring you're always in the loop about all things US 380. The past 2 weeks at the Nailor intersection have been particularly challenging, as the area has undergone a series of significant changes that have impacted traffic flow. Initially, traffic was utilizing the far north lanes of the intersection, but crews needed to make adjustments to facilitate progress on the project. This required a complete closure of all northbound and southbound traffic through the intersection, creating a temporary inconvenience for drivers in the area. Shortly after the closure, a traffic switch was implemented, moving vehicles onto the newly constructed middle lanes. However, to keep the project moving forward, the northern portion of the intersection was closed once again to allow crews to build temporary lanes. These temporary lanes, made of asphalt, serve as a short-term solution to maintain traffic flow while the construction team works on more permanent improvements. Once the new pavement is completed up to this temporary asphalt on the northern section of the intersection, there will likely be another full closure of the north side of this intersection to complete the rebuild in the next few months. Looking north, we can see how the temporary lanes have impacted traffic flow at the intersection. Southbound traffic on 424 is now restricted to a single lane that handles left turns, right turns, and straight-through traffic. On the bright side, heading north from Nailor, we can see some progress. A newly added dedicated right turn lane is now open. That's at least something, right? I'm sure many of you will have plenty to say about that in the comment section. As it stands, the configuration provides a dedicated right turn lane, while left turn and straight-through movements are still sharing a single lane. It's not an ideal setup for easing traffic flow, especially during peak hours. We'll be reaching out to them this week, as it seems like there's more than enough room here to make adjustments and create a dedicated left turn lane, which would greatly improve the overall efficiency of this intersection. Let's see if they're open to tweaking the design to better accommodate the traffic demands. Let's rewind a bit and revisit something we noticed on the south side of 380. It appears that the first phase of construction in this area, specifically between Walmart Drive and the Nailor intersection, hasn't been fully completed. Key components are still missing, including the curb and drainage infrastructure, as well as the proper grading necessary for installing a sidewalk along the side of the highway. This omission stands out, as these features are critical for both safety and accessibility. It's possible this section has been temporarily deprioritized to focus resources on the intersection work, but it's something worth keeping an eye on as the project progresses. The bridge over the lake is still awaiting its beams, and unfortunately, there's no update on an ETA for their arrival. However, work is steadily continuing on the retaining walls around the bridge. Over on the east side, the retaining wall is fully complete, with concrete poured and now curing. This will be crucial in preventing erosion under the bridge as the project progresses. Shifting our focus to the west side of the bridge, the area has been graded in preparation for its retaining wall, which is still pending the concrete pour. Additionally, we can spot a drainage runoff pipe poking through the graded section, indicating the ongoing efforts to manage water flow effectively in the area. While we're still waiting on the beams to move the bridge project forward, these smaller but significant steps demonstrate progress in addressing key structural elements around the bridge. Navoo hasn't seen much of an update over the past couple of weeks. Typically, crews seem to prioritize getting the closures back up and running as quickly as possible, which can understandably pull resources away from other areas. On a positive note, the curbs are now complete on the westbound service road, located on the right of your screen, and the dedicated right turn lane leading up to Union Park is finished as well. Looking ahead, we're hoping to see concrete work completed between Navoo and Paloma Creek shortly after the first of the year. However, it's worth noting that another closure in the area could shift the focus away from this section temporarily. That said, Once resources are fully back on track, this stretch should see significant progress. Asphalt is already there, which means rebar and concrete are all that is left, which really does not take them long to complete. We'll keep an eye on this area and provide updates as things develop. Last week, we asked which signaled intersection had yet to make an appearance on the channel. While there were a few guesses for Paloma Creek, no one mentioned Magnolia. This is actually the newest signal light for the project, activated on March 12, 2024. Its addition has significantly improved safety for traffic entering and exiting Paloma Creek and Savannah to the north, providing smoother and safer access for residents. Located between Navoo and 1385, this intersection has already seen changes since the light was enabled. A new shopping center is under construction on the northwest side of the intersection, signaling continued growth and development in the area. Our incredible sponsor of the year, Signed Gypsies, is here to make your celebrations unforgettable. Whether it's a birthday, graduation, or any special occasion, Signed Gypsies brings the magic with custom yard signs that are as unique as your event. With their vibrant and personalized designs, Signed Gypsies turns any celebration into a standout moment. Best of all, they take care of everything, from creating the perfect design to setting it up so you can focus on enjoying the day. Ready to add that extra flair to your next event? Head to signgypsies.com to book now. And don't forget to use promo code 380updates for a complimentary upgrade on your order. Terms and conditions apply. We have another major update to share with you. A significant partial intersection closure is coming soon. Weather permitting, all lanes of 1385 on the north side of the intersection at 380 will be closed for nearly a month, from January 6th through February 1st. There will be no north or southbound traffic through 1385 at this intersection. This will not impact the east or west flow of traffic. During this time, crews will follow a familiar process, demolishing the old lanes, installing new drainage infrastructure, and reconstructing the intersection to meet project specifications. This closure is critical for progress, and we appreciate everyone's patience as crews work to make these improvements. Make sure to plan your routes accordingly during this period. These guys were actively on site this past weekend working on the pilings at 423, focusing first on the rebar cages visible at the beginning of this shot. Moving further west, we can see progress being made on the second row of drill shafts for the east ramp. Once the concrete is poured and cured underground, crews create forms and finish the remaining portion of the pilings to meet the project's required height specifications. Typically, this curing process takes about 28 days, depending on weather conditions and specific project requirements. Additionally, drainage work continues on the west side, ensuring proper water management as part of the larger infrastructure improvements. These efforts mark steady progress at this intersection, as each stage of the construction process brings us closer to completion. This is probably a muddy mess after all this rain. Windsong Parkway was reopened December 21st for improvements. It was closed since December 2nd. The closure allowed crews to remove the old pavement, install new drainage, and complete necessary reconstruction work on the north side of the intersection. Looking at the north side of the roadway, we can see the progress crews have made with all the new pavement. This fresh stretch of road represents a significant milestone in the project, showcasing smooth and durable concrete designed to withstand heavy traffic and harsh weather conditions. The pavement extends across multiple lanes, clearly outlining the future flow of traffic and providing a glimpse of the finished product. Down here at Teal, all the pilings are officially complete, with the very last one on the far west end standing on its own as crews wrapped up the work. This marks a major milestone for this section of the project, as the foundational work for the overpass is now finalized. Currently, fine-tuning the drainage and other grading efforts are underway. Crews are ensuring the area is properly leveled and that the drainage systems are functioning as intended, preparing the service road for the next stages of construction. While it may seem like smaller tasks, These final touches are essential for ensuring the road's durability, proper water runoff, and smooth transitions. Progress here is steady, and we're getting closer to seeing this area fully take shape. Almost all the casings that sit on top of the pilings are now complete, or at least curing in their form, marking significant progress here at Legacy. Similar to what we observed at Teal, there were 2 pilings here that were slightly behind schedule to the far west. However, those have now been poured and are currently curing within their forms as well. The east section of the westbound service road, which we've mentioned in previous updates, is really coming together. Its final dirt base layer is in place, ready for the next steps, an asphalt cover followed by the rebar installation and concrete. Even more exciting is seeing the far north, westbound lanes throughout the project inching closer to this same phase. With each section progressing steadily, we're moving closer to a fully reconstructed and improved corridor that will enhance traffic flow and connectivity for everyone. Okay, that's all. Merry Christmas. We hope you all enjoy the time with friends and family. Be sure to tap the notification bell so you're the first to know when a new video drops. And as always, leave your thoughts and questions in the comments below. We love hearing from you. Until next time, drive safe and stay informed.